Yeah, that sounds awesome, especially in here. It's sick. All right, we're in a 6x6 Humvee. Who are we with?
Alfredo General Humvee.
I did not wake up this morning thinking we would see a $700,000 Humvee roll across the auction block. Today, next year, ever.
We took out this killer Hellcat powered 6x6 Humvee to the dry lake beds of Las Vegas.
Most expensive truck.
The truck, okay.
Yeah, we call it a truck. So I've seen the videos that Gas Monkey was posting.
We're here at the System X booth where Gas Monkey revealed their new project for 2024 SEMA 1700 horsepower blacked out truck and the 6x6 Humvee.
I wanted to go check out, Barrett Jackson.
Yeah.
We took a drive out there. I didn't want to see the car out, where it was in display. I saw it before hitting the block. I saw it for the first time. I fell in love with it. They revved it. I was like, this is going home.
I love it.
$750,000. Are you kidding me?
What the f? That is so f***ing ridiculous. That might be the most crazy thing about this build, and this was actually the most expensive truck that they've ever sold at Barrett Jackson. Absolutely killing it. Super sick. So as we're wrapping up and finishing Las Vegas SEMA show, shooting up the biggest car event of the year, we took out this killer Hellcat powered 6x6 Humvee to the dry lake beds of Las Vegas to get some more information on this wild build from the owner himself, get a ride and shoot some really fun stuff of it. I hope you guys like this one. It's a really crazy build.
This thing is wicked cool, unbelievable.
It's technically a Hummer, but it's going to go crazy from there. I mean, beast of a car.
It's one of the showstoppers of SEMA, I think. One of the craziest builds of the year.
It is so amazing, so thought processed out, and so different than anything you'll ever see. And it is an absolute monster on the road.
So the 6x6 Humvee, also known as the most expensive truck that's ever been auctioned off on Barrett Jackson.
Oh my word. I'll bet if this was running in the Rolex 24 Hours of Daytona that everybody would get out of its way.
It was actually helped out by Gas Monkey Garage and Richard Rawlings to help out the guys who built the 6x6 Humvee, put it into Barrett Jackson.
To get it into Barrett in a car like that, that's so special, you want it on the big night, Saturday night. I personally have never even had a car at Barrett on the big Saturday night.
So Danton Arts was originally building the 6x6 Humvee. He specializes in building these 6x6 builds. He built Supercar Blondie's 6x6 Rolls Royce. He's building a couple others to create some wild things that's coming out this year, and you could bet that we're going to be covering that over on this page, and then also on his page, El General Humvee, where he shows off his car collection and the things that he's got going on from our boy Danton, who's the 6x6 specialist. You said you did like a big road trip in this thing, right? Or like a multiple hour road trip driving this thing?
Yeah, when I took it to Danton Art, shout out to Danton, Danton Art Custom and Frenchy Export. So we took it from El Paso after, after Barrett.
Yeah. We
took it down to them, do some service.
How long was that drive?
Install the backup camera, more lighting on the engine.
How long was that drive?
That took us 24 hours.
Holy crap!
That took
driving this thing with the seats and everything.
No, but it was in the trailer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he needed Richard Rawling and Gas Monkey's help to be able to get this 6x6 Humvee into Barrett Jackson auction house.
We have our ranch, Top Secret Car Ranch.
Yeah.
Our page, our Instagram page, El General Humvee. You guys can follow us there. Show some love. I wanted to go check out, Barrett Jackson.
Yeah.
We took a drive out there. I didn't want to see the car out, where it was in display. I saw it before hitting the block.
Yeah.
And as soon as I saw it for the first time, I fell in love with it. They revved it. I was like, this is going home.
I love it. It's the most expensive truck or something that they've sold at Barrett Jackson?
Yeah.
Most expensive, like SUV or so. What category was it in?
Most expensive truck.
The truck, okay.
Yeah, they call it a truck, so.
Alright, we're good. This is bad. It's sick. when the owner Alfredo got it and put it into his personal collection, Richard and the guys at Gas Monkey also helped him put it into 2024 SEMA and allowed him to display it alongside their new revealing build of 2024. In the West Wing, pretty close to where we were put up in a booth with Armadillo, they were displaying their new blacked out OBS, 2,000 horsepower, crazy pickup truck. Right next to it, they had Alfredo's 6x6 Humvee build in the System X booth. Really sick setup. Both of those cars were showstoppers. The Humvee was catching some serious eyes, probably more than the blacked out truck, because you kind of had to get up on the truck to be able to realize how crazy it was. The 6x6 Humvee, you can see that thing a mile away. It was catching eyes everywhere.
We're out here in Vegas.
There we are. We just did SEMA show.
This is the dry lake.
Yeah, we're right outside where we're going to be blowing up cars soon. And yeah, he was in the booth that Gas Monkey revealed their new SEMA build for this year. And he put the 6x6 in that booth.
So we stopped you know, in Chicago. We did some shoots there. We did a couple of shots at Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And yeah, Kansas City. We stopped at Kansas City, did some shoots downtown. So
yeah,
that was fun, you know.
That's awesome.
And you know, just along the road, just people love, you know, just it's a neck breaker, and
it gets so much attention. It's so sick.
Yeah,
Really, really cool. If you need to leave it here for a while, that's fine with me.
So the little 2009 General Humvee that this car started life out as is no more. This thing's being converted into a Hellcat V8 swapped 6x6 monster, and it's just been completely revitalized. It's a one of one from every sense of the word.
all the detail, you know, there's a lot.
What's your favorite detail? What's your favorite part about it? Sound, maybe?
Probably the back. The back end, it just has too much, you know, custom parts to it, and just watching this thing go in the lift and everything under, it's impeccable.
I love it.
On spot.
It's so cool that you like it so much. It's awesome. I mean, what's not to like?
Yeah.
It usually had a front engine when it started out as 2009 General Humvee, and now it's been converted into a mid-engine car, placing that engine in the back and completely engine swapping it to a supercharged 6.2 liter Hellcat V8. Okay, you know what? Yeah, that sounds awesome, especially in here. It's right behind you.
Yeah.
Oh man. And you guys do some nasty burnouts in this.
We do.
Yeah. It's got like what, like 750 horsepower? How much horsepower?
717.
717.
717 Hellcat engine. You know, so
it burns up these tires.
It burns them up quick.
Yeah. This thing is a monster. It sounds great. You can hear it in the cabin when we're doing the revs. It's singing in there. And why does it sound so good? It has got a Porsche Cayenne exhaust mounted on the back. So they swapped out that exhaust, put the Porsche Cayenne exhaust on it, and it helps this thing just absolutely bellow out those mad vocals it's got. It sounds loud as shit from the outside, and it sounds great in the inside. The inside, where you're sitting in these large aluminum like bucket seats, some people said that they looked like they were converted off of like a World War II aircraft jet. I don't know about all of that, but one of the guys that was an aircraft pilot back in the day, he's like, oh man, I remember these from the old times, or whatever. Like, hey, I'm not here to tell you what you saw or what you didn't see, but it felt like you were in a fighter jet, that's for sure. When you got the engine strapped right behind your back and you're doing these revs, it sounds like a monster.
And they're kind of custom, you know, bucket seats.
Okay.
You know, it feels like you're getting hugged.
Oh yeah, yeah. Being in the seats, yeah, it does really hug you. We're really in here with the metal seats, my God. And it feels like, you feel like you're real far apart from the person that you're sitting with.
Yeah,
you know, it's got this
wide.
big console here, right in the center, my God.
You know, that's all the space we got to see back, you know, that's about it, you know.
Yeah. You have that's your camera back there for the rear. Wow. Might I also add the gnarly roof scoop that's on top. It's just a massive, girthy boy that's sitting on the top of this thing, sucking in all the air, and you can see right where it puts it into the engine, into all the components going in the back. Like everything else on this build, it's ridiculous, but the roof scoop is absolutely disgusting. It eats up those tires, baby. It eats. It's hungry. You step down on the throttle and those tires are hungry for that pavement. Those things get destroyed. The burnouts on this car is insane. They put the exhaust from the Porsche, but you know, you've slapped 2 extra wheels on a Humvee and it's not getting the handling of a Porsche anytime soon. So the cornering might not be the best in the world. That's to be expected, but the exhaust sounds amazing. What's keeping this supercharged V8 Humvee that's got 700 plus horsepower strapped to the ground? Well, that would be its real airplane wing that's been converted into a wing for the car and a spoiler for the car. What the f***? That is so fucking ridiculous. That might be the most crazy thing about this build, and Gas Monkey has been going on a rampage of using real aerospace technology on cars recently. They've not only done the real aerospace wing providing downforce on your 700 plus 6x6 Humvee, but now they have gone into their black OBS build, the 2000 horsepower single cab pickup, and the panel roof that's on top. You could see all the glass that's custom built for that car. That was actually built with aerospace in mind, and that was actually from some aircraft carrier. So they build glass and custom stuff for airliners and for planes, and then they built that custom for the Gas Monkey SEMA project this year.
What's your favorite thing about it?
Honestly, I mean, it's hard to say that it ain't the glass top. Yeah. You know, it was so much work. It was so hard to figure it out. We have hours in that thing, and
yeah, what's the process on the glass top?
So Carmen over at AM Hot Rod Glass, she actually did the molding and everything, and it's a safety polycarbonate that's actually DOT rated. She makes like airplane glass and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's really strong, believe it or not.
Yeah.
It's probably stronger than the 2 thin layers of sheet metal that was on there.
Shit.
So it's just a process working with her, and then building the roof and encapsulate, you know, picture and framing it out to where it accepts the glass and sets there and molds in. So it was a lot. It was a lot. We're proud of it though.
So Danton Custom Arts, you guys are killing it out there. Gas Monkey, you guys already know what it is. It's awesome. Richard and the guys are great. They've been really fun to hang out with on these SEMAs. Alfredo's been awesome hanging out with him. Just a bunch of good guys helping each other out. So really cool stuff. It's
garage beer. Beer for guys who like beer.
What about girls that like beer? Tastes like Corona.
Oh, we don't want
Tastes
that.
like garage beer.
Yeah.
We did a rollout of SEMA 2024 in their blackout OBS. They did the SEMA parade of parading all the cars out once SEMA was over in Las Vegas. It was cool enough of Josh and the guys at Gas Monkey to let me ride in the car while they were doing the parade and get the shots for the blacked out OBS when SEMA was finished. One of the cool things about the Gas Monkey blacked out truck is its glass roof that it has and the ultra wide body kit that's on it. Couldn't even fit in the trailer with the rims that they said.
We got to tear it down because it's so wide it doesn't fit in our big trailer. So we got to take and pull the rear fenders and rear wheels off. It was a lot. We're proud of it though. It's pretty cool.
So I got to experience the parade and everything in the Gas Monkey build this year. Super sick. Full video of that will come out. Not only is the 6x6 Humvee producing some really incredible numbers as far as horsepower, the amount of wheels it has, the crazy components to it, but it was also putting up some crazy numbers on social media as well. Accounts that Richard runs on Gas Monkey and his personal page did some serious numbers for the 6x6 Humvee. On here on Instagram Reels and Richard's personal page, it got 157 million views, and on the Gas Monkey page, it got almost 40 million views. So this is nearly 200 million views in 2 videos for the 6x6 Humvee. So it was absolutely blowing up online here, and it was blowing up on the auction houses, being the most expensive one being sold. People really like this thing, and it's an absolute monster of a build. A lot of people have been having a lot of eyes on it.
Every time I walked by it, it had a crowd of people. Everybody wanted to come and take a look at this thing because it is such a wild build.
Absolutely killing it. People really love the Humvee. Super sick. So run this video up too. If these guys are putting up numbers like that, hey, help me out a little bit. If you like this video, leave a like, and if you subscribe to this thing, that'd be sick.